Find your life's purpose. Step 10. We're going backward. Google it. What does that say to do? I don't know. Maybe you Googled it and found this. Crap. Step 9. Look at your skill set. What are you pretty good at? Maybe somewhere in there's your purpose. Step 8. Look at what you love to do. What makes your heart really happy? It's probably something also there's not like a clear laid out career path. And clearly purpose has to be a very obvious, clearly laid career path so that the universe is clearly just handing it to you on a plate and you just go and you start making 100K a year doing the thing you love to do right now because it's your purpose, so everything should just be given to you. Did I already say that? To do. Number 7, do what everyone else in the world wants you to do and thinks you to do. 6, you have no purpose. Everything's meaningless. The purpose is just to be, so just forget it all. Don't worry about it. 5, how to find your purpose. Look under rocks. That's not even really, it's not anything. Number 4, how to find your purpose. Ask God. What's my purpose? Outside being outside of me who has all the control and all the power. Number 3, journal. Journals are probably a good idea. Number 2, get a reading with someone who does Akashic Records, who can speak to your soul, who is a psychic. Go get your astrology reading. Number 1. What even is purpose? What does purpose mean? We're on this crazy universe planet thing, and it's like, there has to be some point to this. Some might say like everything's meaningless. There is no purpose. So what's the purpose? To just be in the moment and not want anything. That sounds great, but like I'm gonna get hungry after about like 6 hours of doing that. And I'm gonna be like, I need some money so I can go buy myself a snack in between periods of just being. People might say the purpose of life is to evolve, is to grow. Some people's purpose in life, they might have been like up at the gates. They're like the chute about to come down in the human thing. All right, I want to go and experience pain and constriction, be in really crazy relationships. We're yelling and screaming at each other. I want to experience like that extreme. I'm just saying we don't really know fully what goes on behind the scenes. What do we know? The experience in this spacesuit. This is what we know. It can be confusing in this spacesuit. Being someone who's asking, what is my purpose, shows you that there's some deeper desire in you for some richer, deeper life experience. There's this feeling that's trying to drive me towards something, and I don't know fully what it is, but I know once I'm just in that, everything's gonna feel better and flow a bit more. Maybe you're at an office job and you're doing data entry and it's like, oh God, what is my life? What am I doing? So there's something to acknowledging any dissatisfaction. I'm not happy and fulfilled, and I want to be fulfilled. And I want to be able to support myself doing something fulfilling. Then there are people who are, and it's really obvious, and it's like, wow, I want to feel like that. But like there's nothing obvious that I want to do that makes me feel like that. I think part of our purpose is just to be creative beings, to learn how to follow our hearts. And it's like the more we are rewarded with crazy wild life experiences and life showing up and opening doors. So like follow your bliss, that whole thing. What brings you bliss? What brings you joy? We have to admit what really is the bliss, and what is the great vision, and what is this vision of like, yeah, all my different skills and talents and magic and interests and curiosities, those all coming together to be the thing. So does that mean that there is this thing, this like box that is your purpose? Like maybe our purpose, we're already living our purpose. We don't have to wait to do a thing later to be in the purpose. 'Cause all we have is this now. This now. All we really have is this moment. So how can this moment be purposeful? And it's really up to you. It's really up to each of us. What would make purposeful? I get to actually choose and make it up. What do you think? How can you find your purpose? Can you find your purpose? Is a purpose even anything to find? How can you live your purpose right now? What does purpose and career have to do with each other? Are they just the same thing? Or is it all purposeless? Is it all meaningless? And we're just roaming around, particles, little ants on this evolutionary wheel. That one's a bit more depressing. I mean, I have to think that there's a purpose. Because even like an ant, there's purposes in the ant. You look at the symbiotic nature of the universe, and there's a purpose in every piece of nature that supports the whole. So ultimately, like, we're in some part of this that is to support the whole. Leave a comment and subscribe to videos. Yeah. Tell your friends. Okay, bye.